carpentry trade, we don't always work with wood anymore. And so going forward into the future, carpenters got to be able to work with and deal with many different materials and applications of those materials. And welding sets you up to really be able to do a lot of different things.
Want to try to keep that in the green.
Virtual welder is great. It allows you to really get the feel of it down and get the process down. And then when you go out in the shop, you're just basically doing the same thing. And you haven't, it's like you've done it before, but you haven't. It's kind of, if that makes any sense.
They actually show you the pace, accuracy, and all that good stuff. So by the time you get down into the workshop, you already got a little hands-on.
When you put on a hood, it's virtual reality, and you can just keep hitting the same piece of metal until you get it just right. And you're not wasting material, not wasting time. It makes it a little bit easier because the instructor can see standing right there. You can see exactly what you're welding. You can actually see what you're seeing on the virtual reality on the monitor. And he can prompt you and kind of give you pointers.
In their goggles there, they have little actions and cues. So you can see where if they're holding their rod at the wrong angle, if they're traveling too fast, if their arc gap is too long or too short. We see here on the screen is what he sees in his goggles right now.
You're on the machine, you're learning your speed, the proper arc distance, the distance from your welding rod to the actual metal, getting the right penetration, not too far, not too close, not too fast, traveling in a straight line, getting a nice clean weld. Repeat the process again and again until you get it just right. Then when you go down in the shop, you're just repeating that process. You're just doing that same thing again.
If I use this first and I go down there to the workshop and then really weld, yes, I believe my time and speed would be a lot better.
Probably the most important thing would be just making sure you've got the proper penetration on the weld and making sure that you've got a clean weld. You don't want any slag or contaminants inside the weld. Any crack or any deviation is going to weaken it. You can't have that, especially in a structural application.
More and more contractors are requiring it. Now they want people certified. They got to have the job go right. They want someone that's experienced, know what they're doing. Carpenters, they use it a lot on metal studs, commercial buildings. They're made out of, galvanized metal studs. They got to be certified to weld on the bridges also. Millwrights, we do all our welding on machinery and the structural steel that holds our machinery up.
With precast panels, once you tilt that panel up, you're going to have a big steel plate, and you need to tie those panels together. That's structural welds, so those welds got to be done correctly, and they got to be done by somebody that's trained and knows what they're doing.
If you don't have all the variables right, which is the correct speed, the arc gap, and angle, you're not going to have a good weld, and that weld could fail.